What's up, my dudes? It's your boy Dom Bayham, and today we're gonna do one of these tier lists. This one I'm gonna be doing the MCU heroes, like who is the best, who's the worst. We're just gonna rank them all. We're not gonna rank them by like powers, because then like automatically you would know. We're gonna base them off of like my opinion first and foremost, but how much like character they have, how likable, how funny, like all that, just how much character they have overall. If you wanna disagree with me, go right ahead. The comments are down there. You know, you can use the like, dislike buttons. You know, but this is just my opinion on the MCU. You know, all these heroes. I'm pretty sure that all of them are in here since Endgame-ish. Some of them, actually, you know what? No, it could be updated a bit more, but we'll do it just for now. Let's just get into it. So, first and foremost, let's start it with you can't put him anywhere else. You put him anywhere else, you're a fucking dipshit. Okay, anyways, first up really is Ant-Man. So, I gotta think about this, because I do like Ant-Man. Paul Rudd's Ant-Man is great, but he's not the best superhero in terms of like character and all that. He's pretty goddamn funny, but there's better ones than him, you know. Let's see. I'm gonna put him in B tier because, you know, the Ant-Man movies, they're not super great, but they're watchable, you know. I'll watch Ant-Man time to time. Ant-Man and the Wasp too. Ant-Man and the Wasp is just as good as Ant-Man. Like, I like both those movies. They're not the greatest. And think about Ant-Man himself. He's just fucking funny, you know. And the dynamic he has with his team and Michael Peña's character especially is great. I like him. Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, pretty funny guy, you know. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'll say about Ant-Man. And well, how about this? In terms of powers, you know, like, okay, I'm gonna say Ant-Man is an important character in MCU. So spoilers for Endgame. I mean, you had enough time to see it, in my opinion, already. But yeah, Ant-Man was a pretty fucking important character. You know, he helped establish that, yeah, we can actually time travel, and that's how we're gonna save everybody. So he's an important character. That keeps him from being C tier, in my opinion. But yeah, anyways, Black Panther. Black Panther is a good character. You know, T'Challa, badass. You know, I like all the heroes that can do hand-to-hand combat super fucking well, like Captain America, the Winter Soldier. You know, they're all great. I love them. So Black Panther, in terms of character, really, if we're gonna take it from the Black Panther movie, because all the other movies, well, Civil War and Black Panther are his biggest movies, arguably, where they feature him the most. So Civil War, he was pretty well established, honestly. He was a man, loved his father, respected the throne. I mean, from what we could see, you know, he was pretty well established. So if it was just from what we saw in Civil War, he would probably go A tier. But then Black Panther comes out. I'm not gonna say Black Panther was a bad movie at all. I liked it. I saw it in theater, saw it in IMAX, pretty good movie. But they didn't really develop his character further well, like in that movie either, because you know, in the beginning he's supposed to be king. He's got questions about it, but he doesn't really grow. He doesn't grow as a character, you know. But you know, he's definitely a badass. I enjoy him whenever he's on the screen. B tier. All right, Black Widow. She's either S or A. Reason being, just like, one, she's been there since Iron Man 2, you know. She's been here for a pretty fucking long time. They've had a lot of time to develop her character. And, yeah, she's a complete badass, too. Like, you love watching Black Widow kick ass, even if she's considered one of the weaker Avengers. But she's not that weak. She's just, like, she has her own shit to do, and she can hold herself off, like, pretty well, you know. She's badass. She's strong for what she can do. She's got a deep character. Like, I thought in Age of Ultron, when they really tried to get us invested in her, they did it good, but they also kind of did it bad when they really tried to compare her to the Hulk. I thought that romance was kind of, I'm glad that it's kind of gone. She is a good character. She's very deep at times. But I'm not sure if she's S tier exactly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put her at S tier because Endgame, they definitely did her justice in Endgame. Even though it was sad to see her like die, you know, they still did her well. Black Widow, S tier, great character. Captain America, my fucking boy, he is definitely going in S tier. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't have to, but then again, there's gonna be people who are like, "Well, Iron Man is like so much better. Captain America's like the worst event." Bullshit, absolute bullshit. First of all, he's a super soldier, so he's super strong. But you know what I said, we're not gonna go based on being strong. He's super strong. He's a likable character. Like, he's a great man. Even Ultron, like, he didn't full out say he was a great man, but he's like God's righteous man. He's like, if I could physically throw up, it was a funny joke right there. But yeah, he is Captain America. Like, this dude is a fucking leader, great fighter. He's got great fucking morals. He's got the highest. Oh my gosh, this man would die for each and every one of us. Fucking in Endgame. When you just see Thanos' army just coming and like, you're like, oh shit, Captain America, you know, he's got one job to do. He tightens his broken in half shield, and then he just walks up to Thanos' army knowing full well that he would die doing that. But what else is he gonna do? Run away? Nah, Captain America ain't no bitch. That's why he's S tier, man. With him, with the relationships with Iron Man, fucking Bucky, Sam, and Peggy. Fucking, when you see him staring at Peggy through the window, and that was so heartbreaking. Just like, oh god, this man. And they wrapped up his character up pretty good too. Like, cause the whole time everyone wanted him to settle down. He knew he really couldn't, but then he got that opportunity to do it, and it was nice to see. It was a great way to end his character. So he's S tier for me. Ooh, okay. So Captain Marvel. A lot of people are gonna hate me, but she's fucking D tier. Reason being, it's not because I'm a sexist pig. I put fucking Black Widow at S tier because she's a great hero. She's better than fucking Captain Marvel. Not in terms of strength. Definitely not in terms of strength. But Captain Marvel is strong. We get it. But she's super fucking cocky, and I hate it so much. Her character, the way she's presented in these movies, they're so fucking bad. Like, she's just always sarcastic, always cocky, and it's like, yeah, like in the Captain Marvel movie, where she's like having fun, having these superpowers, like releasing her full potential, and it's like, yeah, it's cool to watch, you know, but she's just so fucking cocky. Like, I get it. She's pissed in Endgame, you know. Half the universe is fucking dead. Even Nick Fury had to go, and she had a deep connection with Fury. Like, still, she was super fucking cocky. And then they ask her, like, how do you know this is gonna turn out any different than it did last time? Because she's like, because last time you didn't have me. And then she's like, she just doesn't fit well in the team at all, just because of her fucking cockiness. Like, sure, Tony Stark, his character, he's arrogant. Sometimes he's like, well, insufferable, but he's Tony Stark. He's a playboy, millionaire philanthropist. I forgot what it was exactly he said, but we know his character. We like him. We like the way he acts. He throws good jokes. God damn it. They could have done so much better. So I'm gonna be done. I'm done talking about her. Anyways, Doctor Strange, you know, I'll be honest. When Doctor Strange was like first announced to be coming out, I'm like, Doctor Who? And I never watched Doctor Who, so I'm not trying to, I actually wasn't trying to make a Doctor Who joke. I wasn't all that excited. When it came to theaters, I was like, I really don't care. I never saw it in theaters. Then, like, it came to Netflix at some point, and I'm like, you know, I'm a fan of the MCU. I'm gonna watch all the movies, because I gotta know every fucking detail, and I like Doctor Strange so much more than I ever thought I could. I love Benedict Cumberbatch. He's just a fucking amazing actor. A or S? Doctor Strange himself, he can be funny. Like, at first when he was trying to, like, cure himself or whatever, he was pretty fucking stupid. Like, if this is the guy you were supposed to feel bad for or whatever, it's just like, no, this guy's an asshole. Complete asshole. And then he developed a lot, and just like he's a hero. Like fucking, he suffered a lot. Fucking doing the Dormammu shit. Dormammu have come to bargain. That was amazing right there. Does he have any real huge flaws? Honestly, I don't know. I can't really name that many flaws off the top of my head. Like, Doctor Strange is a great hero. Like, he does whatever he has to. Like, he said before he knew exactly all the possibilities, he said, like, Stark, if it comes between you, the kid, and the Time Stone, I will not hesitate to let either of you die. And I'm like, you know what? Might have pissed a lot of people off saying that, but it makes sense because the fate of the universe, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm too stubborn to see any flaws, but to me, he's kind of S tier. Okay, Drax. Now, Drax is fucking funny. You can't say Drax is not funny. He's just fucking funny. He's going B tier. He's just hilarious, man. Okay, he's not just hilarious, you know. He has depth. See Guardians too. You know, he's got huge moments, like with Mantis. God, that, like, it almost makes you want to tear up, but not quite, because that's not enough to make anyone really tear up. It's just, he's just got great emotion. You know what? A tier. Drax, he's set up to be like this not super smart character. He's all about fighting and brawling, cracking jokes, but he's a deep character. He's a deep fucking guy, so that puts him A tier for me. Yeah, I like Drax. You wanna argue with me on that? Go ahead. Falcon. Fucking Sam. Sam is also a good dude. He's also kind of funny sometimes. Just like Bucky, he's always trying to be by Cap's side. Always trying to do what's right for Cap. Any downfalls for him? I don't know. In terms of the hero aspect, I just don't enjoy the Falcon as much as Captain America, you know? I think he's better than Black Panther, though. Like, he's like a greater man, in my opinion, even though he's not entirely the strongest hero. He still presents himself to be a pretty fucking good hero, you know? Like, in Endgame, he actually did so much more than I thought he could have ever done. Like, he fucking took down this huge fucking alien, and he stabbed his wings through it, like, aggressively, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy's fucking not playing. But yeah, he's a good hero, always coming up with great strategies, too, and fucking, the way he loves helping Cap is great, so he goes A tier, in my opinion. Gamora. I love Gamora, too. She's a badass, too. She was the stepdaughter of Thanos because he abducted her, because he kind of massacred half her people, and he saw some fight in her. But yeah, she's great. Fucking, I love Gamora a lot. Does she deserve to be an A or S, though? The dynamic she has with Peter Quill in the first Guardians, like, their romance is great. First, she fucking hates him, doesn't really want to do shit with him because she knows, like, Quill kind of disgusting, right? And we even see some of that in Endgame, you know? She doesn't know the dude. That's the difference, but she eventually does love Quill, and that's what you want to see, you know? Them getting together, a badass fucking warrior, probably one of the strongest warriors in all of the galaxy. Love her. She's S. No, Groot. I like Groot. I don't hate Groot. I just like him. Baby Groot, cute. Teenage Groot, funny. Groot's sacrifice in the first Guardians, that was a good moment. Made you almost want to cry. And you really do feel for Groot, so, you know, I was considering putting him in C tier, because, like, Groot, I didn't fully care about him going away when he got dusted. Like, I felt for Rocket more than anything. But, yeah. He's just B tier. There's nothing average about him. He's just, I don't know. Anyways, Hawkeye. Now, if it weren't for Endgame, he would easily go to B tier, but after everything he's been through, and like how badass he really came, A tier. Fucking, I love Hawkeye. After Endgame, I really love Hawkeye. He had to go through so fucking much, and by the end, you just want him to be with his family, and it's just like, well, great way to really do a character right, you know? Good job, Marvel Studios. Love you for that. The Hulk. Alright. So, if it weren't for Thor Ragnarok, he would easily just go C. But after Thor Ragnarok, he goes up 2 tiers. He goes A. Fuck. Especially after Endgame, I liked Professor Hulk. Professor Hulk was so fucking funny. You just gotta love Hulk, man. Like, fucking, like, Hulk without Banner. He's so fucking funny. Just the way he presents himself with fucking Thor. Him and Thor just got the greatest fucking... They're so hilarious. Hulk is hilarious. Then Bruce Banner. You care for the guy, honestly. He's just kind of a tragic guy, even though, like, we never really got his backs. I mean, in the MCU, Incredible Hulk still counts, you know. I mean, so we do get his backstory, but they don't touch on it too much. You know, Gamma Lab can't really do shit. He can't enjoy sex. Probably masturbation either, but that's too fucking much. But yeah, you just gotta feel for the guy. He can't do many things that other people can do. Even as Professor Hulk, you know, he's bigger than most people. He's this huge green monster. But he's accepted who he is, you know, especially at the point of Professor Hulk. Like, I finally combined the brain and the brawn, and it's just like, good for you, Bruce. Really good for you. So yeah, love Hulk. Love Bruce Banner. Not S tier though. He's just like, ends up being S tier. It's just, you know, I think it's just because he wasn't able to do as much as we wanted him to. You know, Infinity War, he got his ass beat as Hulk. And then Game came, and then you're like, yeah, he's gonna get his fucking revenge. No, he actually doesn't. You don't see much of his action. Like, the most you see him doing stuff in Endgame, I think, is when Cap kind of throws a fucking alien, and he just kind of like backhands it, and that's it. You know, I guess it's because he's not that raging monster anymore, but still, I would have liked him to like get a few punches in on Thanos, you know. But yeah, anyways, Iron Man, no question about it. Just S tier. Robert Downey Jr.'s performance, beautiful. Just, mwah. Iron Man as a character, great development over years and years, you know. Well, the very first time we meet him, cares about selling weapons, you know. He changes in that movie. And then over time, he's just bothered and plagued by, first of all, the Battle of New York and the coming threats that he knows they're coming. So he tries to build Ultron. That was completely his fault. He knows it's his fault. He knows he absolutely fucked up. Then he's not crazy, but he's definitely this disturbed character in the MCU, and we have to feel for him this whole time because we love Iron Man. Like, he's actually a really great man. He tries to do what's best for not only the team but like all of humanity, you know. Ultron, great idea, you know. Let's the heroes go home. Just have this whole thing where you could have, like, Earth can have the defense, but it's not human, but backfires completely. But he still tries to do the right thing no matter what, and in the end he does the bestest fucking thing he could have, and he sacrifices himself, and everybody was fucking sad. Iron Man, we love you. Fucking Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr., thank you for giving us a hell of a fucking performance. Unforgettable. Is Loki really considered a hero? Like, Thor Ragnarok, he tries to help Thor for the most part. He kind of tries to betray him. Then he comes back to Asgard to save his people. That's just because he knew he really had no future in fucking the Grandmaster's place, you know. But, I like Loki. You know? A tier. Tom Hiddleston, great performance. I mean, he's not technically a hero in my book. He's an anti-hero, if anything. But, love Loki. He was one of my favorite villains, but in the end, he's kinda a hero. He tries to kill Thanos. Doesn't work out at all. But I hope to see more of Loki in the his own show on the Disney Plus. But, yeah. Mantis. She's just there to be cute and funny, you know. She's C tier. Nebula. Now, she's not... She has character growth. I'll give her that. But she's not S tier. No way. A tier. I gotta put her A tier. You know what? No. Let's go B. She's more B tier, if anything. You know, she's also kind of a badass. She hates Thanos so much. She doesn't really want to do what's right. It's more of she wanted to kill Thanos, but she's technically a guardian now. And she's funny with how, like, psychotic she is, too. and sadistic. It's just, she's funny. I like her. She's not 80 or S tier though, in my opinion. Rocket the Raccoon, A or S? I guess he's A. He's a supporting hero. Like, if you're S tier, in my opinion, it's more like you could have your own fucking movie, no problem. Gamora, I think, could have her own movie. She's a badass and everything. She's a great warrior. She could do a whole lot. We love her character so much. We love Rocket too. We love Rocket. But I couldn't see him in his own solo movie. If it was any movie where it's just like him and not all the Guardians, it'd just be him and Groot, you know, or him and Thor, you know. Love Rocket, but he's not S tier. It's gonna be it's so hard. S and A are so close together, but it's just like A is like not quite as S, you know. Hope y'all don't rip me to shreds for this, but like, you know, it is what it is. Scarlet Witch, probably B. Yeah, probably B. Looking forward to her WandaVision show, but meh. I didn't care about her and Vision's romance at all. Her sacrifice show was kind of heartbreaking to watch. And she's been through a lot. She lost her brother. That was sad in the Age of Ultron. Other than that, man, she's I like her character. I like the whole Scarlet Witch thing. She's super different. People are scared of her. She's misunderstood. That's what's making her B tier, but her character could be a whole lot more. And sometimes it distracts me that Elizabeth Olsen's like accent's kind of on and off, you know. But Spider-Man, love Spidey, love Tom Holland as Spidey. Like, do I even need to say it? He's just great. You love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's relatable. He's funny. In Endgame, he was even funny. Fucking goes on Valkyrie. He's fucking Valkyrie like picks him up or whatever, and he's like, oh my god, that was funny. That made me laugh so hard. Love Tom Holland as Spidey. Star-Lord, great guy. He's kind of a dipshit sometimes. Kind of fucked over everybody in Infinity War, but he's human, you know. Like, sure, he's a guardian of the galaxy, but he's like the only human being. And I think that's why he's really S tier. He's a guardian of the galaxy, but he's a human being, you know. He's half alien. He was he's half god, you know. But, yeah, no. He loves being human. He loves being who he is. And him and Gamora, him and all the Guardians have a great relationship, you know. Alright, now, the Wasp, or Hope Van Dyne. Less than Ant-Man. Do I really care about them, like, as a figure? Nah. When Hope went away, you know, like, you're like, oh shit, he's stuck in the quantum realm. We didn't really care about her going away. And we kind of feel for him when he's like, she was my in Endgame, but like, you know, like, do we really care about the Wasp? Like, she can kick ass and all, but so can the rest of these female superheroes. Like, you just don't really care about the Wasp that much. I don't know. That's just me. A lot of you could have different opinions, you know. Thor, S tier. Thor's probably had the greatest fucking character development. Like, at first, Thor was just strong fucking brat. Then Thor Ragnarok comes around. Woo! Great. And then Infinity War, you're like, oh god, he's really been through a lot. And then Endgame comes around, you're like, oh my god, he was really depressed. And then he still is worthy, and he still is a fucking hero. So, love Thor. Hilarious. The fucking hero. He's a god, you know. The god of thunder. And, you know, we love Thor, you know. Alright, Vision. Now, in terms of character development, whole thing is he's an android, but he kind of he's a little human, you know. He falls in love with Wanda because he also realizes she's not quite as understood, just as, you know. But like, I really didn't care too much when Vision got dead in Infinity War twice. Seeing him in Age of Ultron for the first time, that was pretty fucking cool. Like, this guy is OP, but I don't know. His character's just, he's not really there for me. Like, I wish he'd had more character. I wish he wouldn't have died the way he did. I wish he could have more screen time. He will, probably, in Disney Plus, so, you know, there's fingers crossed for better vision, you know. Anyways, War Machine, Rhodey, he's pretty much the Falcon, you know. He's Captain America's Falcon, and he's just Iron Man's War Machine. You love Rhodey. He's just not S tier. I don't know what else to say. I like War Machine. War Machine's funny, just like Falcon, you know. War Machine's definitely a lot more serious. And I guess that makes him a little bit better than the Falcon, but he's still not S tier. Alright, Bucky. Bucky's a personal favorite of mine. But he's still not S tier. I don't know. I kind of have to put him. I'm gonna have to put him A. I love Bucky so much. You know, he's also been through a lot. He was tortured. He was made to be this super fucking soldier, and he's just like, God. I wanted him to become the next Captain America, but I know why they didn't do it. It's just because you know, his mind is still fucked in the head, because he could become a killer assassin anytime he wanted. Not anytime he wanted to, but anytime it was like provoked in his head. So that's why he wasn't given Captain America. But this man's been through a lot. He's a great fighter. They should have done a fuck ton more with him in Endgame, but you know, in the end, in the long run, he's a supporting hero, if anything. But he has so much character potential in the future. So fingers crossed for the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. And then last but not least, Wong. Wong's funny. He's funny. And he's better than Captain Marvel in my opinion. Alright, so there's my tier list. So honestly, most of these heroes are great. Like, considering this is 11 years worth of movies, this is fucking great. The worst movies were Thor: The Dark World, Iron Man 3, and Captain Marvel. Just cause Thor: The Dark World, so fucking boring. I didn't give a goddamn about that movie. It made me want to throw up. Same thing with Iron Man 3. I like the part where all the Iron Man suits came and tried to, you know, stop the Mandarin threat, but the Mandarin sucked ass in that movie. But yeah, those two movies, they're their own special kind of bad. They take great heroes, but they don't do them well at all. I mean, it does kind of try to go in depth more on Tony Stark's just being disturbed about the whole new Battle in New York thing. So there's that, but it's just the movie was just ugh. And then Captain Marvel. Whoever wrote Captain Marvel, why did you have to do Captain Marvel like that? I wanted to like Captain Marvel so much. I did. I saw the first trailer. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Next Marvel movie, Captain Marvel, fucking OP, this fucking amazing hot superhero. Like, hell yeah, I'm ready. I saw the movie and I'm like, okay. And then I'm just like hoping she doesn't fuck with the Avengers so much. Like, I love the Avengers and I just hope she didn't get in the way of how great they were on their own without her. And I'm so glad that she wasn't in Endgame as much. Because, like, God, she would have gotten on my nerves, and I felt like she would have really not fit with the Avengers, you know. She did good in the final act, though. You know, destroying Thanos' ship and all. That was beautiful to watch. And yeah, that's all I have to say about Captain Marvel. I don't like her as a character. I wanted to, but in the end, I just don't. I really don't. I don't think I'm ever really going to watch Captain Marvel again. So, yeah, there's my thoughts. This is my tier list. If you want to debate or whatever, you can go in the comments below and discuss, you know. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If you think Captain Marvel is S tier, you think Wong is S tier, go ahead. Just, you know, we can debate, discuss in the comments. Whatever, this is just my personal take. But if any of you even think about putting Stan Lee anywhere under S, I will find you. I will find you. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So I've been Don Bayham, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya.